So it might be easier for you to see what I mean in the article if I just show you what it looks like when people are doing these tactics in fixed roles. So number 5 is the method of entry. Number 1 is on point, covering the door. Number 2 will be throwing in a flashbang. So number 5 has to clear the door. 2 throws in a flashbang. 1 and 2 enter the room, rescue the hostages, save the day, and if necessary, 3 or 4 might move into the room. Because everyone's in a fixed role, point has to get on point covering the door before everyone can move. And there's an overhead in having to wait for everyone to move into position. So applying this situation from the beginning, but with dynamic roles, it starts out much the same. 1 and 2 are going to clear the room, but because everyone has competencies in each of the roles, and in this case number 5 is most available to take on the task of providing cover and becoming point, everyone can move in one seamless motion from room to room. And the point I'm trying to make about dynamic teams in software development is that if the team members can dynamically move between the roles in order to complete the task that's most relevant to the current story, then the whole story is completed before everyone moves on to the next story, and then the next story is completed before moving on to the next story. And this helps to focus on the overall flow rather than maximising the utilisation of someone in their area of expertise. Now, I do think that teams still need experts because we can't all be experts in everything, and there might be some tricky situations that require our expert in, say, testing, or our expert in build files, for example, to take on that task. Much like with one of these special forces teams, there might be a particularly tricky door that's been barricaded, and we need the expert to step up and actually take on that particular task of clearing that door. So it's worth waiting for that specialist to become available. But where sort of the general day-to-day activities are occurring, if everyone has some competencies in at least one other area other than their area of expertise, then the whole team can move forward, in this case room to room, or in the case of a software team, from user story to user story. I hope the diagram helps to illustrate the point a little bit more clearly.